What if I told you that the greatest rivalry in women's tennis history was built between two sisters who used to share a bedroom, a coach, and occasionally a plate of fries? Yeah, today we're diving into Serena versus Venus, the real story. And trust me, it's way spicier than the polite press conferences ever let on. Alright, grab your racket, tighten your shoelaces, and stretch those hamstrings you definitely haven't used since PE class, because this is not your grandma's tennis documentary. 1. The rivalry that was never supposed to happen. Before the trophies, endorsements, and arguments over who got the last yogurt in the fridge, Richard Williams built a master plan, literally a 78-page blueprint, for Venus and Serena. But here's the twist. The plan wasn't for them to beat each other. It was for them to dominate everyone else. But speaking of domination, wait till you hear how Venus almost became the only Williams sister we ever talked about. 2. Venus was the original blueprint. In the early days, Venus was the one, the prodigy, the comet, the kid who could serve so fast NASA considered tracking it. Serena? She was the younger sister tagging along, quietly studying every move like a secret agent in neon beads, and then Serena activated her villain arc in the most wholesome little sister revenge tour way possible. 3. Serena's rise was a plot twist nobody saw coming. Serena didn't just arrive, she arrived like a walking earthquake. When she won her first slam in '99, people actually asked, wait, that wasn't Venus? And from there, Serena didn't just want a seat at the table. She took the whole table, the chairs, the silverware, and probably the dessert too. But don't think the family dinners got awkward, because this sister showdown had rules. Literal rules. 4. The Williams Code, family first, trophies second. The sisters always said they hated playing each other. Fans saw rivalry. They saw chore duty. But they kept it classy. No smashed rackets. No death glares. No you didn't return my hoodie drama. They were competitive, but never cutthroat. Although, that didn't stop the world from making their rivalry way bigger than the sisters ever did. 5. The media rivalry that didn't exist. Journalists tried everything. Who's better? Who's the real star? Who wins if you both go all out? Venus answered like a diplomat, Serena like a philosopher, and both secretly wished reporters would ask something new. Spoiler, they never did. But while the media was trying to pick sides, the sisters were doing something even more unexpected. 6. They redefined competition itself. Serena versus Venus wasn't about destroying the other. It was about elevating each other. Iron sharpening iron. Except the iron wore beads and crushed forehands at 120 miles per hour. Their matches felt like watching two superheroes spar, but lovingly. And speaking of superheroes, let's talk about the storyline twist even Marvel couldn't write. 7. The Grand Slam final era that shocked the world. Between 2001 and 2003, the sisters turned Grand Slam finals into family reunions. Every trophy ceremony looked like someone forgot to set another place at the dinner table. It wasn't dominance, it was dynasty. But every dynasty faces obstacles, and this one had more plot twists than a Netflix docuseries. 8. Injuries, comebacks, and the power shift. Venus battled injuries. Serena battled injuries. Then Serena would return and win 3 slams in a row just because she felt like it. Meanwhile, Venus reinvented her game again and again, reminding the world she wasn't just the origin story. She was still the main event. And if you think the story ends there, oh no, we haven't even hit the emotional peak yet. 9. When rivalry became legacy. Over time, Serena versus Venus stopped being a matchup and became a movement. Representation, power, sisterhood, ambition, all wrapped in athletic genius. Their rivalry didn't divide tennis, it expanded it. And now for the final point, the truth that ties everything together like a perfect cross-court winner. 10. The real story, they weren't rivals, they were co-architects. The real magic, they built each other, pushed each other, protected each other. They didn't create a rivalry, they created an empire, one that changed tennis forever. Serena's greatness doesn't exist without Venus's greatness, and Venus's trailblazing doesn't shine without Serena's relentless fire. Their story isn't sister versus sister, it's sister and sister versus the world. If you love this breakdown of the most legendary non-rivalry rivalry in tennis history, hit that like button like Serena hits a return. Hard, fast, and with zero hesitation. Drop a comment telling me your favorite Williams moment, and subscribe for more high-energy tennis deep dives. Because trust me, we're just getting warmed up.